Hi guys, Samantha from Jessama Tutorials here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a basic 2-color skinner blend and a 3-color skinner blend. So let's start with the basic 2, shall we? So you can see I've got 2 sheets over here. I'm using Primo Cobalt and Primo White. Now you're going to want to square out of each sheet. So instead of cutting it by hand and using a ruler, I like to just use a large square cutter. And I know that's cheating, but it saves me a lot of time. So I do that. If you don't have a large square cutter, you could always just use a ruler. So anyway, now that we've got our squares, we're going to want to take our firm tissue blade and line it up so that we cut triangles out of each square, like so. So now what we're going to do is take each triangle and lay it on top of the other triangle of each colour. Gently pat it down. So now we've got 2 triangles. How do I manage to get Cat hair on here when she hasn't been in here today? Cat loves climbing up on the table. Anyway, so just going to pick up each of these triangles. This cobalt's a little bit crumbly today. And then you can always line them up so that you have a square. Now what you'll get if you run it through the pasta machine like this is you would get a dark blue to light blue skinner blend. Now if you want some white and some pure cobalt left in your skinner blend, you're going to set it like this so that you have a rectangle shape. And this will leave some white on this end and some cobalt on this end. And that's the one that we are going to be doing today. So you'll just cut off these triangles and go put it back into your clay box. Whoops. See, they're not properly stuck on. And so this stage can be a little bit fiddly to keep these 2 together. Now, when you run it through the pasta machine, you are going to run it from here, starting from here and running it through to there. So that's what I'm going to be doing, running it from here to there. On the thickest setting. So you can see I've lengthened it. Now what you'll do is you'll fold it over and pinch the edges to get rid of any air bubbles. So you end up with something like that. And then you'll run it through the exact same direction again. Like so. And then you'll fold it over, same direction again. You never ever want to fold it and roll it like that. You want to always fold it like this. If you fold it the other way, you'll just get a pretty colour. You won't get a blend. And you'll roll it through again and fold it the same way and run it through. And I'm always going on the thickest setting on my pasta machine. So you can see we're starting to get a blend here. It's starting to show up through the white. Now, in the early stages of your skinner blend, it's going to look like a complete mess. But don't worry, it will look good in the end. See? Starting to get a rough blend. Now some canes require you to stop at this stage, and in later videos I'll be showing you those canes. So just remember, rough blends are good. You can create some very interesting effects like that. But today we are going for a full blend. So you can see that I started out with a square of clay that big, and you can see that as I've run it through the pasta machine, it has lengthened this way. Now that is something you are going to come to expect when doing skinner blends or anything that requires you to run it through the pasta machine over and over again. Now, if you don't have width guides in your on your pasta machine, please do go have a look at my tutorial where I show you how to prevent your sheet from spreading to ridiculous lengths, and I will have that video in the links at the bottom of the video, so be sure to check that out when you're finished. So we're almost done. To get a full blend, you are going to want to basically run this through at least 20 times. I usually run it through 30 times. Now, another thing, skinner blends are a little bit fiddly to do if you use a small amount of clay. So I recommend that if you are going to do a skinner blend, you should do it with a large amount of clay, and this will yield you a better blend. And if you're not going to use it all, just pop it in a plastic bag. Make sure that the plastic is compatible with the polymer clay, and keep it for a later project, because you'll just end up with a better blend that way, and you won't have to do a blend later on. So it's really a win-win. So we're almost done. So that's basically your skinner blend. It's a little bit wonky on this side. You can always just fold it over and carry on going. There's no limit to how many times you can go through. The more times you go through, the more even this will be. So anyway, that's how you do a basic 2-color blend. So in the next part of the video, I'll be showing you how to do a 3-part blend. See you there. Okay, so you can see I've got my 3 colors over here. Got black, white, and cobalt prima. So just like before, we'll take our tissue blade and cut triangles out of them, and lay the triangles on top of each other. Okay, so now we've got 3 triangles, and now you can basically use this technique to put as many colors as you want into your skinner blend. So I've chosen 3 today, but you can do like 6, 7, 8, you can go as many as you want. So what you'll do is you'll take your one triangle and line it up with the other, and take the other one and line it up like so. And I apologise for the cockatoos in the background, there's nothing I can do about them. So anyway, got these 2. Now what you'll do is you'll try and line up so that you're halfway up your triangle over here. And then what you'll do is you'll take that and you will flip it round like that. Then just trim off the excess so that you end up with a rectangle shape. And you'll do the exact same for the other side. Cut and flip. Now I'm just going to pinch these together a bit, because since it's a little bit of a longer blend and there's more colours and more bits to it, it's going to go through the pasta machine and it's going to be a little bit harder to control. So you want to try and stick it together a bit. So anyway, that's what you'll do. So you'll run it through the pasta machine, this bit going in first, this bit going in last, or vice versa. You don't want to be running it through this bit going in and that bit going in. You'll end up with a blend, like a single colour blend. You want to run it in that way. Like so. Then again, fold it And you always want to be folding in this direction, never fold it that way. That's the only thing there is to remember. Okay, now you'll remember the two-part Skinner blend that we did. You'll remember that the first stages were quite messy. Now the three-part Skinner blend is going to look even messier in the early stages. It looked so messy that when I was a beginner and I'd first tried my three-part Skinner blend, that I thought I'd completely and utterly messed it up, and so I didn't carry on for long enough and ended up wasting it. So don't worry, count 30 runs through the pasta machine, and if it still looks like a complete mess, then you've probably done something wrong. But if you haven't counted it going through 3 times, then it's probably still in the early stages. I mean, look at this, it's a complete mess. And don't worry, that's just part of the blending process. Just carry on running it through. I don't know why those birds have to be so noisy. So you can see why I thought I had done something wrong. But on the other hand, if you wanted something looking like this, you could make a very interesting bead from this. So you can see that we're starting to get a blend. So I'm going to cut to when this is fully blended, as this is going to take a little bit. Okay, so you can see that we have basically finished our blend here, and if you compare it to this one, you can see that it's basically the same, just that this bit's a little bit more condensed than here. So that's basically a 3-part Skinner blend, and that's basically a 2-part Skinner blend. So again, I really apologise for the parrots. I can't do anything about it. So I do hope that this video was helpful to you. If you enjoyed it, please do have a look at the links below, as they will be linked to more videos like this one. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.